YouTube, it's Jay Narissa back with another video, and today we are talking about shifting to a positive mindset. So we just made it through January, and January 2025 is off to somewhat of a rocky start. There's a lot going on, and with all of the things going on in our lives, it's sometimes easy to fall into a negativity trap. And I just want to talk to you a little bit about shifting our mindset to ensure that we're being more positive and intentionally making our days go better. So number one with positivity is coming from a place of gratitude. So throughout my day, I have started trying to figure out at least 1 to 3 things that I am grateful for. And even if it's as minimal as I'm alive today and I have breath in my body, being grateful for at least one thing throughout my day helps me to shift my mindset to a more positive space, because at the very least, I am here to live and see another day. Another thing, reframing negative thoughts. So when you have a negative thought, you have to break that down a little bit more. And for those of us, including myself, who are overthinkers, sometimes it's difficult to focus on the positive things. So when we have a negative thought, sit in that and kind of think about whether or not if this is 100% true. Are the thoughts that you're having realistic? Are there other ways that you could think about it and put a positive spin on it? Let's think about the glass half full instead of the glass half empty. Perspective is everything. So when you're shifting your thoughts, or you have negative thoughts that come up and you're trying to shift them, it's important to think about what are the positive sides of things. So maybe things didn't go well for you in this certain situation, but maybe you're being protected from something that could have been a lot worse. It's all about perspective. Surrounding yourself with positive influences. So if you're constantly looking at all of the negative things that come up on social media, I know watching the news, although it's important to be informed about things that are going on, the news can be really negative. And so being mindful of what your intake is on certain things could help with eliminating those negative thoughts and being more positive, ensuring that you're getting information, but also getting that information in moderation. If you find that you are starting to become negative, or the information that you're receiving is negatively impacting your mood in any way, it's important to step away and kind of reset and then figure out how you can move forward. Another thing with surrounding yourself with positivity is the people that you're around. If you're constantly around negative people, you're more likely to have negative thoughts as well. So ensuring that you surround yourself with those who have positive energy and who are feeding into you and helping you to build that positivity is important. Another thing is focusing on solutions and not problems. So being solution oriented not only helps you to shift to a more positive mindset, but it helps you to progress and move forward so that you're not staying in that negative mindset. So if something happens that is not so optimal, it's not great, always thinking about how you can overcome that thing is important. Yes, you can acknowledge how you're feeling and that something is not enjoyable and it's a negative experience, but being willing to think about ways to overcome that and move past it will help you to keep a positive mindset. Visualizing success is another strategy that I'm taking on, which means that I'm focusing more on the end goal. So there may be some hiccups along the way, some highs, some lows, but when there are lows, I'm thinking about things that I have done well and things that I will do well moving forward, and not dwelling on the negative. Stay present. So there's nothing that can stress someone out more than worrying about things that have already happened or things that haven't even happened yet. We constantly say to take things one day at a time, and there's been a lot of funny memes and things on social media saying, what else would I do other than take it one day at a time? It's not like I can skip a day. But what that truly means is that you're focusing on the present, and instead of thinking about things that you can't change that have already happened, or thinking about things or overthinking things that you expect to happen in the future, shift your mindset to think more about what's happening now and what's within your control. A sure way to stress yourself out is to be worried about things that are beyond your control. So one way to stay positive is just remaining in the present, focusing on the things that you can control, and then worrying about what happens tomorrow when tomorrow arrives. Last but not least, affirmations and positive self-talk. I've talked about in previous videos how sometimes we can be our biggest critics and we don't take the time to talk ourselves up, and really feeding into yourself will help you to have more positive mindsets as you navigate things as they come up in your life. The way that you speak to yourself influences how you see the world. So when you say negative things to yourself, the world becomes negative. When you say positive things to yourself, you have a more positive outlook and you're better able to navigate life and not feel overwhelmed with the things that aren't going as planned. And so the tongue is very, very, very strong. Whatever you say becomes reality. Ensure that you are putting positivity out into the atmosphere. You are talking to yourself in a positive way. You are affirming yourself. There's enough negative stuff that's going on in the world, and people say negative things all the time. Don't let your mouth be the one contributing to the negativity. While there are a plethora of things that you could do to remain positive, those are some of the things that I'm trying out to start. Let me know what you're doing to shift your mindset to a more positive outlook. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching today's video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.